Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Good morning. Good morning. Looks like our audio is working. Today's Monday, January 6th. And the kids are back in school today, which is kind of nice. I've already put on 2 trades yet this morning. I had a small winner here. I'll walk through these really quick. I sat down at my desk about 7:30 today, and I noticed this delta cross on the confirmation line right here. So I was waiting for the signal to pull back up in the upper half and tick down, and I don't really like buying big candles or entering on big candles. This was kind of a big candle here, so I just kind of sat on my hands for this first one, and then we put in this lower high, so I went short on there. I was originally targeting 125 ticks, which was down here, but I didn't get it. Then we ticked up from this lower power zone, so I just went ahead and exited right there for 10.5 points. And I noticed that it was starting to put in this broadening formation. So it took out this high, that took out this low. And so I put my broadening formation lines in there. I was waiting for it to get back up into here. And didn't quite touch the top of the broadening formation here when it ticked down from that upper power zone. So I waited and finally pushed up a little bit more, put in some bearish divergence, and we got the lower high tick down from that upper power zone. So I went short on that and kind of went sideways a little bit here. It came back to my break even, but I gave it a little bit of wiggle room on that one. We did get this tick up from the power zone. So right after that is when I moved my stop to break even, and I just got away with it. So right after that, we had this huge drop on this candle here. See how big this candle actually was. It was a 75-point candle. Wow. Anyway, I was targeting the broadening formation down here. So I ended up getting 47.5 points on that one. But the target, or the primary target when I do those, is usually just this low. But I thought if we could take that out, we might flush down to the yellow line. So I just went ahead and kind of split the difference there. And that ended up working out. But it looks like I could have pushed it all the way down here to this pivot line. Anyway, so that's where we're sitting right now. And we got about 8 minutes until the market open. Let's go ahead and check out the news today. Looks like we have PMI, final services PMI at 845. And other than that, that's all we got going on today. Tomorrow for USD, we have ISM services PMI at 9 and job openings at 9. Other than that, there's not a whole lot going on tomorrow either. So so hopefully today's a better day than Monday. I'm sorry. Man, my head is not in the right space today. Then last Friday. Last Friday was the day that I broke my 10-day winning streak. And thought I could get 11 days out of that one, but Friday ended up being a red day. So I'm going to try to not do what I did on Friday. I got a little too comfortable on Friday. Probably took too many trades, but But what really killed me is I was trying to trade when the delta was thin and spotty. And if you are familiar with the playbook, you know that that's not what you're supposed to do. The playbook tells you to walk away when you see a thin and spotty delta. So I'm going to try to adhere more to that today. You know what's interesting, though, is I'm up 58 points right now, and I think that's what I was... I think that's what I ended with, negative 58 points on Friday. Let me double check that. That would be really interesting. Yeah, Friday was negative 58 points. So, in other words, I'm kind of back to break even from that. Jawaz, good morning. Raphael, good morning. How are you guys doing today? Any trades yet? G2, good morning. G2 says looks like the trend might be down. Looks like that's where we might be headed. We are under the session VWAP, the orange line. We're actually right at it right now, so we could be retesting it now for another drop potentially. The standard VWAP is down here at 21,635. But it might be too early to say that we're in a trend yet. Anytime we're making a broadening formation, there's kind of no trend. You're putting in a new high, then you're putting in a new low, then you're putting in a new high, then you're putting in another new low. So we'll see if it wants to continue that and put in another new high. But if it was going to do that, the target would be 21,755.75. Primary target. Secondary target would be the yellow line, wherever that ends up happening. But if we stay under that session VWAP, we could put another leg down. We'll see. And since that was a significant drop there, I should mark out my order block here too. Might pull right back up to that and drop again. We'll see. From a cumulative delta only perspective, looks like we're more in a range from power zone to power zone. We have the confirmation line down the center of the indicator. That's a classic sign that you're ranging. But it can't range forever, so it's likely going to want to break out one direction or the other. Back up to that order block, so we'll see what it does here. We have the open in 10 seconds. Be a perfect place for it to drop. Looks like it's trying to power through. Stealth, good morning. Yep, it just went back up to the top of broad information. So if anyone was long there, hopefully you've made some profit. If you're playing just the indicator and you're playing the range and you're taking these lower highs and higher lows, the entry would have been right here at 821 with the target either there or the yellow line. So it would have been at least 67 points, or if you split the difference, about 71 points. I did not take that just because this was such a powerful move down. I didn't expect it to turn up the way it did. Need to build a new PC. You're just lagging on NinjaTrader. Personally, no, I don't have any suggestions for that. I'm kind of out of the computer hardware game. I mostly use a Mac. I actually have a Mac Mini that is my main charting machine right in front of me, and then I have a MacBook Pro, which is on my right side, and then I have a Dell Windows laptop, which is my ordering interface on my left side. So that one seems to do pretty good. I don't know what it has for processor. It's a Dell Inspiron 16. I used to run parallels quite a bit, actually. Not so much anymore, but I ran parallels probably for 10 years or so. Well, that delta so far is smoking hot to the upside. We also took out the London session high. Our ATR is through the roof again, sitting at about 100. So 80 tick stops are going to be kind of tight. Raphael, there's a delay on the live stream. Is there a way to fix it? You know, we've been trying to fix that. Last week I changed my stream settings. I lowered the quality, and I think it improved it a little bit. But it's weird because it seems like it's dependent on YouTube. Like some days it's not so bad, and other days it's worse. So I'm not really sure. I could keep putting the quality down to improve it, but if I do that, then the video quality is going to go down. So I think I would kind of rather have the video quality be good. Layman's on only for JWAS, huh? That is a good plan. You know, that's what we should all do. We should only take the filet mignons. I know I tend to be a little bit more aggressive and try to take a little bit of everything, but Friday that kind of hurt me. So I'm not going to do that today. Heard something that if you create a paid subscription on YouTube, the delay goes away. I'm not sure about that, not familiar with that. Do you have a link or something you could send? technically, I don't think it's possible to get absolute, no delay. I think there's always going to be somewhat of a delay because you got to upload all the data to YouTube, and then their servers have to stream it out. So naturally, I think you're going to have a delay in there. Delta's still strong, still pushing up. It's like we did a little bit of a retest at the top of that broadening formation, which is also the London session high. Yep, the final services PMI news is in about 4 minutes. Looks like we're going after this pivot line up here at 821. It's actually pushing pretty good for news just being around the corner. And we hit the pivot line. Yeah, if you look at the hourly, the signal line is just flatlined across the top of the indicator. That's indicative of a very strong trend. Delta still heading up on the hourly. If you look at the 15, It's been pretty strong there too. The delta's just been flat-lined along the top. And on the 5, we're currently under the confirmation line. It's a little choppy in there. Obviously with the broadening formations and everything we've been putting in here. So technically on the 5 we're more bearish. However, if we are in this sustained uptrend, which, you know, this delta's been up here in that upper power zone for a long time. So as long as it stays up there, I would say that we're sustained and still bullish on the 5. Well, it rejected off that pivot, didn't it? So far. And here's the news. Be right back. Pushing back up to that pivot line. ATR's at a 107 right now. Still pretty high. Now that the news is cleared, I kind of want to jump in here for a long, but I don't know. Still pretty risky up there in the power zone. Well, we did get a tick up. So if I want to cut my risk down, I can try to enter on the 8. So I'm going to do that. It's got a limit order sitting on the 8. And I just got picked up. I'll keep my eye on this though. Move my stop to break even. All right, now I am risk off. Man, at 8.10, might be too early to move to break even. We'll see. Like I said, it's kind of risky to enter there in the upper power zone. But after the news just cleared out and we did seem to pick a direction, you kind of want to get in early, be a little bit more aggressive during those times. Because if it is going to put in a big move, this is going to be it. And if you wait, a lot of times you just get in when it starts to fizzle out. It almost took out my break even right there, but we're still good. JWAS took an MSTX long trade this morning. Bitcoin showing strength. Should be a good day to trade. Yeah, Bitcoin's back over 100 now. Yeah, it's putting in a nice candle right now. A little bit of hesitation here on NQ. And I just got taken out. First break even of the day. And it closed under the 8 there. Your favorite kind of day, slow upward grind so far. Yeah, I don't like those slow grinds. That's my least favorite market condition. Could trend all day long in a certain direction, but if it's a choppy trend, I hate it. Back under the 8. It's kind of chopping the 8 a little bit. It's another thing I do not like is when it's chopping the 8. Notice how every time it pushes up, it seems to sell off right away. We're getting these long wicks on the top. MicroStrategy's running. Yeah, I hope so. My dad will be happy about that. Yeah. MicroStrategy's looking good. That's our Delta squeeze setup we pointed out on Friday. I think that was Friday. No, Thursday. Maybe we pointed that out Thursday. No, probably Friday. NVIDIA gapped up really nice. Looks like Tesla's trying to make a move up too. Nice JWAS. NQ's looking kind of heavy to me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. Is it going to finally get through this and take off? Back under the 8 again. We got a little bit of a delta squeeze looking setup. The signal line touched the delta, but the delta is negative at the moment. We do have some bearish divergence sitting there. It's probably not a bad place to try to take a short. Well, I had my order on the 8. I just canceled it. I would have gotten picked up right there had I not canceled it. But I don't know. I didn't like how it already pushed down and took out this low. I wanted to get in before it did that. Well, maybe it'll put in another one. We do have a little bit of a negative slope on the delta now, so we'll see if the signal can pull up and tick down again. Put in another lower high. Got the 9 o'clock candle coming in about 5 seconds. So far, this is kind of just kind of nasty price action. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted my array. I mean, it looks like we got a little bit of a broadening formation just right here. A little mini broadening formation. Market is a little indecisive. And we are back above the 8, chopping that 8 still. We did not close above it though. Last second it pulled back down. You know, this little bit of a broadening formation, it's also what they call a diamond pattern. You know, you have a trend line up, you have a trend line down, and then here, and then another one here. So that diamond pattern is supposed to be more of a reversal pattern. So we'll see if it wants to break down from this diamond. We do have some chop in the delta. Hossein Salmani, good morning. I watch you from Tehran, capital of Iran. Wow. You are far away. Welcome. Well, it's starting to flash another lower high here in that red zone. I'm kind of tempted to take this short. Delta's really weak. Like I said, we do have that reversal diamond pattern too. ATR is really high though, so you could easily get stopped out of that. Do I take this? Nope, it's not official. It pulled back up at the last second. Now it's starting to put in that lower high again. This one's short on the 8. $8.18.25. Moving stop to break even. Oh, come on, give me some follow through here. Whew. Almost took me out. Still in. And it took me out. Break even number 2 on the board. And the choppy, thin delta continues. Still trying to drop there. That was more the move I was looking for. Would have got my 125 ticks on that one. Oh, something shot it up there very quickly. Yeah, these market conditions are not anything I'm interested in really playing around with. That thin spotty delta is that's our first walk away sign. I'm gonna give it 2 today. If we start adding a second chop box on there in a relatively short period of time, then I'm probably just gonna call it for the day. My dog is still outside, and it is super cold over here. It's actually not so bad right now. It's only 5 degrees, but it was below 0 not too long ago. And I don't know why she likes to sit out there in the cold, but she does. She can come inside anytime she wants. Well, that little mini broadening formation looks like it's still playing out here. Pushed down, took out this low, hit the bottom of that broadening formation. Now we're pushing back up. Took out that high. Which would be the primary target. Secondary would be the yellow line. Good news is the delta looks like it's starting to come back a little bit. Starting to get a little more consistent. One second. I'm going to go try to let her in. I'll be right back. So far, this is kind of a slow day. Wasn't so bad earlier. Go ahead and put in that 15-minute range here. Just to see what that looks like. So the low is there and the high be here. So we're kind of stuck in that range there. In that little consolidation that we just had. But we are above the range. So I'd be interested to see if we could come back and retest the range. Doesn't look like we really retested it. Not yet, anyway. It's like we're really trying to push up now. See what it wants to do after reaching the top of this broadening formation. JWAS added to my MicroStrategy in that consolidation. Are you, what time frame are you trading that with? Just curious. Looks like you had a nice bull flag there on the 1 minute. Okay, yeah. That bull flag looks good. I'm 100% out of crypto at the moment. My bot sold out of everything yesterday. So I'm just waiting for them to buy back in. The altcoins are probably going to bleed a little bit if Bitcoin's going to make a big run here. They always bleed a little to Bitcoin. Well, we got the 9:30 candle coming here in about 40 seconds. Sometimes that candle can be a little bit of a pivotal moment. But so far, it is pretty boring out here. Not a whole lot going on. And it's 9:30. Hey, has the delay gotten any better? Curious. We are getting a negative delta now. No, please have a look at how to set up a paid subscription on your channel and see if they say something related to improved delays. Do you mean a paid, like where subscribers are paying? Is that what you mean? So if people pay to subscribe, they would theoretically have a better stream? Is that the thought there? Okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know if I have those options. I know that my channel is not big enough to monetize anything yet. They want a minimum of 500 subscribers and I think like 3,000 watch hours or something like that before you're eligible to monetize anything, I think. And I think the subscription model is part of that. So I need more subscribers. So if any of you guys are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, please. And hit the like if you haven't done that already. I would definitely appreciate that. Yeah, that 9:30 candle looks like it was the top. See that quite a bit. So we'll see if we do pull back here. Well, Sane, thank you. Thank you for the subscribe. Still kind of chopping that 8. Looks like the only real good trade in here was this higher low from the green zone. Let's see how high that would have gone if anybody took that. Would have been in right here. Went as high as 65 points, but if you took it to, let's see, here's the first tick down, you would have got at least 21 points out of it. That's when we were kind of nasty chopping, so I wasn't really too interested in taking that. And then after that move, now we're back to chopping sideways. So far. Just put in a lower high from the green zone on the signal line. Could be a nice short. We also have the delta that's starting to crawl underneath that confirmation line. Gold has had some great setups since market open. I haven't even looked at gold. Let's check it out. Yeah. You guys hear me talk about the slope of the delta a lot. Here's one of those good examples where the slope is positive, but the actual delta is negative, which can confuse some people. But usually this is a leading indicator. So if you see the slope positive and you get these tick ups from the lower power zone, that's usually a pretty good long, as long as that slope is positive, and that would be the entry. So yeah, looks like there's a good entry on there. If you exit on the tick down from the upper power zone, looks like that would have got you about 7 and almost 7.5 points on that. This is also a good long, where you get the delta cross on the confirmation line, and then signal goes up in the red zone, pulls back down in the green zone, and ticks up. So your long's right here. And if you took that one to the power zone, you would exit right here, right under VWAP for another, looks like 7.7 points. And this actually, too, is a good long, because here you have the delta cross, and then you have the signal pulled up into the red zone, came back down into not only the green zone, but the power zone, and it ticked up. That's one of my favorite setups right there. Even though the delta briefly went back underneath the confirmation line, just the fact that it poked its head above it is a heads up that that's usually where it wants to go. So you can take this tick up from that lower power zone. That would have been in right there. And if you took that to, didn't quite make it to the power zone, but you could take it to this lower high. So at 840, I would have got you almost 8 points on that. So yeah, 3 winners right there. Easy. Now this drop right here, the beginning of the New York session. And I used to trade gold quite a bit a year or so ago. Not so much anymore. But what I noticed back then, which still seems to hold true, is that the best and the biggest moves usually are around that 7 a.m. to 8:30 time frame. And looks like that's the case here too. And then as the day goes on, it usually flattens out. But let's see if there was a good short in here. We did have a delta squeeze. 1 second. What did I do? I changed my tabs. We did have a delta squeeze right here. So that was the first short. We had our cross under the confirmation line. Signal comes up. So our second short is right here. It's the first opportunity. We had another opportunity on this lower high on the signal. And then we had another opportunity on this lower high. That one doesn't look like it was as nice. But then we had another opportunity here in the upper power zone. And that one was the one where it just fell nicely after that. And that one you could have taken all the way, as long as this delta's falling like this and starting to thicken up, you can ride that all the way until the delta cross, which is right there. So that would have been 24.2 points on that one. And these others back here, depending on your exit strategy, you might have held through that. You might have got stopped out. I don't know. Depends on what your strategy is. But yeah, there's a lot of good ones in there. NQ still looks pretty darn slow to me. We do have a chop box right here. Looks like the market is trying to make a move to the upside right here, so we'll give it another chance. But if we put another chop box on the screen in this area, I think I'm just going to be done. I don't like this price action at all. It's no fun for me. There's other things that I would rather be doing right now. Long setup occurring on gold right now. Okay. Let's check it out. Yeah, I did put in that higher low right there at 945. Looks a little iffy at the moment. Might wait for another higher low here. Back to NQ. We did get a short signal here on NQ. We had our delta cross, our pull back to the green zone, our pop back up, and the tick down near that power zone. That is a short with a relatively weak delta. But we've been trading sideways for so long, I don't really have much trust in that. Let's see where the entry would have been. Would have been right here. I'm going to give this one a try. I'm short at the 8 right here. Doesn't look like that one's going to work. Can it pull down? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, we got out right there. The close. Looks like I only lost 1.25 points. That's why I wait for the close. Almost a break even. Not quite. Jason Richardson, good morning. You didn't miss too much if you're just joining us. It's just been one of those grindy sideways days. Best trades were before the open. After the open, it turned into a mess. We're starting to flash a lower high. We'll see if it can print. If so, I might give this short another try. I don't know, though. I don't do well with this grindy price action. Did that gold long ever play out? Doesn't look like it. Gold's starting to turn into chop too. G2 says, I would like to see the 15-minute signal go below the confirmation line. Yeah, the 15-minute is in this sustained uptrend for sure. So to go short, it would be safer for that to be under the confirmation line. But if you're looking for a small target, you can usually still pick that up if you get the setup on the one. It is printing a lower high now. Delta is currently negative. I did not go short there, but I was thinking about it. I just don't trust this price action at all. So we got the 10 o'clock candle here in 2 minutes. We'll see if that changes the price action here. See if it does anything. If not, I think I'm going to hang it up. Ah, JWaz, I know. JWaz says, please hang it up so the chop spell will end. I know, that's always what happens. I'll hang it up, and then the price action will say, hey, Tommy's gone. Let's put in some good moves. Yeah, NQ's pretty flat today. Looks like Bitcoin's over 102 now. It's still rising. Let's see where that entry would have been. 957 was the short signal. So far, it would have been playing out. It's trying to put in a tick up from this green zone. If it does, we're going to have another chop box on the screen. It is official. We now have our third chop box on the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and walk away, but I give the market my permission to swing naturally now that I'm leaving. So hopefully you guys can make some money, and we'll go ahead and see you guys tomorrow. Almost made back what I lost on Friday. Lost 58 points on Friday. We're up 56 3/4. So I would say today is a good day. So we will see you guys later. All right. Good luck.
Oh, wow. Look at that move. It's like one of those big Delta candles. I mean, who even trades those tiny candles anymore? I like big fat candles, I can't deny. When the Delta's green and riding high, when a chart spikes thick with a bullish wick, I'm glued to my screen, that's the trick. I want a pound split, can't let it go. Big Delta bars, let that volume show. I'm zooming out, yeah, that's my groove. Catching waves in a Delta move. Wanna trade slow? Nah, too tame. This market's got heat, I'm in the game. Delta skinny, not my taste. Fat candles on my happy place. Oh, traders, let me see that line. When the buyers push, I feel just fine. It's the fat move, no squeeze fake. I'm in this trend with no break. Got entries, stacking tall, no weak signals, I'm all in, y'all. Skinny candles just ain't for me. Big Delta's my golden key. Sitting tight while volume pops. Green wave up won't make me stop. Short candles, nope, they're aboard. Give me fat Deltas, I want more. Like those thick moves, yeah, yeah. Wanna break through, you know. Then hope and play, don't you fold. Big Deltas fill the chart with might. Skinny moves don't make it right. Big fat candles, can't deny when the volume surges up so high. Skinny trades can take a seat. Big fat Deltas are what I beat. Well, traders, let me see that log is cause I'm my happy Delta. Skinny, not my taste. Fat candles on my happy place. Oh, traders, let me see that line. When the buyers push, I feel just fine. It's the fat move, no squeeze fake. I'm in this trend with no break. Got entries, stacking tall, no weak signals, I'm all in, y'all. Skinny candles just ain't for me. Big Delta's my golden key. Big Delta's my golden key. Sitting tight while volume pops. Green wave up won't make me stop. Short candles, nope, they're aboard. Give me fat Deltas, I want more. Like those thick moves, yeah, yeah. Wanna break through. skinny moves don't make it right. Like those thick moves, yeah, wanna break through, you know. Then hold, then play, don't you fold. Big deltas fill the chart with mine. Skinny moves don't make it right.